Hey guys! So I just wanted to talk a little bit about physical conditioning for the trail or for paddling or for whatever adventure you're going to be on. It's important to kind of plan ahead if you know you're going to be on a long bike packing or backpacking trip or something like that, to get in a little bit better shape before that trip. It's going to make the trip a lot more enjoyable. So get to the gym, do some running or weightlifting, or just get out and do a whole bunch of hiking, but prepare for your trip. Especially if you're already active, then maybe you don't need to do that. But if you've just been, you know, lying around, sitting on the couch for a couple weeks or whatever, you probably want to get up and get some physical activity in before you go on your trip, and it'll make the trip a lot more fun. And then also I wanted to talk about, like, during the trip, stretching is really important. So I thought I would, along the trail, I was going to do a video if you're out there, but that didn't work out. But yeah, I'm constantly doing like little morning yoga stretches, or even in my tent at night, I'm like doing some stretches. I wake up and that's the first thing I do. And that really helps keep you loose and limber and agile and prevents injury on the trail. So I think stretching is really important. So I thought I would just show you guys a little quick yoga routine that I do just to warm up and get some of those hiking muscles that I'm going to be using throughout the day stretched out. Guys, so yeah, I love yoga. I've been doing it for years and years and years. I'm not necessarily a yoga instructor though, so there is that. But I'm just going to do like a very quick routine. I know tons of stretches, and really just pick whichever ones you like before a trip, or like just stretching at all is wonderful. But here's just a real quick routine that I do in the morning sometimes. So here it goes. So you want your feet beneath you, hip width apart. You want your abs in, shoulders back, neck relaxed, kind of shake everything out before you get going. Then you want a nice deep breath in. Bring your arms up above your head, and as you exhale, you're going to come over to one side. You want to keep your abs nice and in. You want to keep your shoulders open. You don't want to rotate forward. And then breathe in to the center and out to the other side, and then back up. Take your arms down, and then one more deep breath in, and then you're just going to dive forward. This is my favorite stretch. I love it. So you're just going to pour all your weight forward. You want your weight evenly balanced on your feet, and just pour everything forward. Shake it out. It leaves a lot of tension in your back. Your hands can be on the ground, or they can just be hanging loosely. Just take a few deep breaths here. This is a really great stretch. And then you're going to put your hands either to the ground or to your shins, and you're just going to really stretch it out by bending your knees and then straightening them out. You don't want to take them fully extended, but as extended as you can get without hyperextension is good. Do that about 10 times. It's really going to warm things up, get you a nice stretch in, but you don't want to go too overboard if you're feeling like a whole lot of tension in your legs. So be gentle with yourself. Stretch it out. Okay, after you've done that about 10 times, you're going to come back into plank pose. Everyone knows that. You want to make sure you don't want your booty in the air. You want it nice and down, so you're going to have a nice straight plank. That's going to give you a really good distance for down dog. So go into down dog. You're going to push back with your hands, and you want your weight to now be over your pushing down into your heels. Your heels don't have to touch the ground. Mine certainly don't, but that's where all your weight is coming down into. And you can adjust your pose. You can go a little bit narrow if that feels better to you, or widen it out. But I find just going straight from a good plank pose into down dog is a good distance for me. You want your legs, they can be together if you want. I like them just a little bit wider. And then we're going to do what's called walking the dog. So you want to straighten one leg and bend the other. Just give yourself a nice little stretch there. Do that a few times. Inhale, exhale. Okay, then we're going to breathe in. And then you're going to take your right leg and you're going to bring it in towards your right elbow. And then push it back out behind you. Breathe in. And then on the exhale, you're gonna take that leg and bring it in between your hands. This is called runner stretch. I think most people know this one, but it's great. There's a reason it's used a lot. So stay there for just a few minutes, and not minutes, but a few breaths, and then you're gonna come up, rotate your body in towards that right knee. Inhale in and exhale. Just really breathe into that stretch. Okay. On the inhale, bring that arm back down, and then step that leg forward, back into that forward bend. And then you go ahead and take a deep breath in and come all the way up. Okay, we're gonna do that again. Deep breath in and swan dive forward. Bend your knees, straighten your legs. Do that a few times. Okay, then take your hands in front of you and step back to plank position. If you want to, throw in a few push-ups here. You can do tricep push-ups, sort of pretty hard, or you can widen that arm stance out a little bit to where you're bending down at more of a 90-degree angle. Do push-ups there. Get a nice little morning warm-up workout. Okay, and then take your arms back. Let's do down dog again. Inhale in and push back into down dog. Then take that left leg, bring it into your left elbow, and then push it back. Inhale in and bring that left leg all the way back between your hands. Leave it here for a few minutes, a few breaths. And then rotate towards that leg. Deep breath in and come back out. Step that back leg forward. Your forward fold. Kind of shake it out. Deep breath in. And on your exhale, go ahead and come up. Okay, then I'm going to do one that I think is really good for hiking. So inhale in, both hands up. You're going to go ahead and sink down. Let's take your right leg up and put your ankle over your left knee, and then just sink down into that pose. That's going to stretch right here, which is actually where I find I get sore on the trail a lot. And you can take some nice deep breaths. You can come down into it a little bit deeper. And then take a deep breath in, pull that knee up, and plant that foot back on the ground. And then we're going to do it with that other side. So deep breath in. And exhale, take that ankle over your knee, and then sink down into that pose. I'm not putting a ton of weight here on my arms. All my weight is balanced on that right leg. You're gonna keep your abs in, your back straight, shoulders relaxed, and sink down into that pose. It's really good. And then we're in this kind of one. Let's go ahead and do chair pose. So breathe in, sink down into chair pose, take your hands into prayer, and then rotate one direction. So inhale in and rotate. It's good to get a few spinal rotations in. Exhale, breathe in, and on the exhale, come down and rotate around, and inhale in. Okay, and then there's a lot more exercises I could do with that, but that's just a nice basic stretching routine. You can do whatever variations you want, but the important part is just to do some stretching. Stretch whatever's tight, stretch throughout the day. You don't have to do a whole hour yoga session. Just throw in some good stretches and your body will really appreciate it, I promise.